Okay, so today we have a 2005 V6 four-cylinder, 4-liter engine Toyota 4Runner. I picked it up this morning and it started misbehaving, like it was misfiring. It was, the check engine light came on. It was intermittently going off and on. So drove it back home and I plugged the code reader, as you see it right there. So let's take a look and see if we can figure out what the code is with this car. Here we have a P0304. It's a cylinder 4. It's a cylinder 4 Misfire. So let's take a look. So a P0304 refers to a misfire on cylinder number 4. On these 4Runners, the cylinders are labeled like this. So this is cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4, cylinder 5, and cylinder 6. So if you're looking at your car from the front, you will see the cylinders being labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In this case, cylinder 4 would be right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when we come to the side, you can see the 3 cylinders. This will be 2, that will be 4, and that one would be 6, the one that's under this hose. So this is the one that's giving us trouble right there. So it could be that this cylinder right here has got a bad ignition coil, or it's got a bad spark plug. Now, in order to troubleshoot it, you need to change this coil to another position that is working okay, like between these two. And if the problem follows, then you know that it's a coil. If it doesn't follow, if the problem continues to be here, then you know that you probably have a spark plug that needs to be replaced. In this case, I know that it's an ignition coil, so we're going to replace that. So in order to make it easier for you to see, we're going to take this cover off of the engine. It really does not help a whole lot, but it'll help you see the work a little bit better. In order to take this cover off, we need a 10mm socket. And it comes out. It should come out pretty easy. Keep them in a handy spot so you can get them back up again. And the whole cover kind of comes off. That way we can see the engine just a little bit better. Keep in mind, it's a 10mm socket. In order to get to these to this one ignition coil in here, we're gonna have to remove some of these wire harnesses. So if you could take a look, this connector right here, this connector that goes to that ignition coil, is also coming to this connection right here. So we're gonna take this off, and you do it by pressing this detent right there, and it'll come right off. And then this guy, it'll be the same way. You'll just press the detent and it'll come off. That way you can just release all the connections and have better access. So we're gonna get them out of the way. There. In order to try to get to that tight spot. I'm gonna try to remove some of these hoses, and they just unclip just to get them out of the way. And I'm gonna try to get a little bit of a shallower wrench, small wrench, to see if we can take this coil out without having to undo this whole bracketry here. This is a little bit better angle. Not so easy for me, but better for you, so you can see what I'm doing. And this is coming out pretty much by hand. Yep, it came out. So now I'm just gonna take out, in order to fully access these this ignition coil that we just got loose, we probably want to try to disassemble, to take out this PCV valve tube. So in order to get it out, we just need to remove the clip, and normally it will come out just with a tug of a screwdriver or your hand. So I think it came out. So we're just gonna leave it hanging right here and see if maybe this will allow us to get this coil out. So we finally got it out. Okay, so now that we got that disassembled, we're gonna put the new coil. The new coil, the part number I got is for a Duralast C1426. I will put some more specifics. You can find it in Amazon, O'Reilly's. I'd personally buy it from AutoZone. They have a really friendly staff here in town. So it costs about 50 bucks. So we're gonna open this guy out. We're gonna get the coil, and we're gonna see if we can sneak it in without too much trouble. And we're gonna push it in place there. And now after it's in place, we're gonna go ahead and take this bolt. Remember this bolt? We're gonna put it back on, and we're gonna start putting it on by hand as well, the same way that we took it out. So right here, we're gonna make it hand tied there. And now we're going to plug this spark plug back on. Plug this guy there. And now we're going to take the second connector, and we're going to plug that back on there. And now we're going to plug the PVC valve, the PCV valve, and we're going to put the clip back where it's supposed to go. Yep. So I'm hoping that this thing did the trick. So I'll give it a try right now, and then I'll drive it around, let you guys know how it went. Okay, so after we replaced the number 4 cylinder ignition, I'm driving it, I replaced it, I'm driving it around the block. The car is driving really smooth. All the check engine lights are gone. So that lets me know that probably the solution took. So pretty excited. Not that expensive. If you take this to a shop, it'll probably cost you $200 to $300. So this is a good way for you to save money and get to work on your car a little bit. Keep it happy.